Mumia Abu-Jamal, his case really started before the Officer McNeil was killed. Mumia was a Black Panther Party member. He was the Minister of Information in the Black Panther Party in the mid to late 70s, I believe it was. And they knew who Mumia was. And then Mumia became an award-winning journalist. Mumia covered the bombing of the MOVE headquarters. He also was very active in raising consciousness around the issues of police brutality in Philadelphia. So they knew who Mumia Abu-Jamal was. And then one night, Mumia was driving, and he happened to look over and he sees that a police officer has his brother under custody or whatever, and he approaches the scene. But before he arrives to the scene, shooting takes place. The events of what occurred, as reported by the media, of course, all have Mumia shooting Officer Phelps. Faulkner, yeah, Officer Faulkner. Phelps is Troy. Mumia, the facts of this case point to a problem. I mean, there was a gun. Mumia allegedly had a gun. And however, when they ran the ballistics, the gun that killed the officer, the bullets that killed the officer, obviously did not come from the gun that was attributed to Mumia. But imagine, here and Mumia himself was shot. But imagine, here we have Mumia Abu-Jamal, Minister of Information for the Black Panther Party, and award-winning journalist for the people. And he's laying out, and another police officer, and a police officer is laying dead. He's shot, another police officer. I mean, this is an opportunity for a bigot, for someone who would try to remove someone like Mumia from the scene, from his activism. I myself have I got out of prison in 1991, but I've gone back 4 times for my political activism. So I know that the police and law enforcement will act on you for the simple act of political activism. I did the Mumia Coalition asked me to do some research on the relationship between Mumia Abu-Jamal, COINTELPRO, Counterintelligence Program, and the FOP. I can tell you very clearly, I have the report, it's in my pamphlet, which is being sold out there. Mumia and Troy Davis' biggest problems have been and continue to be the Fraternal Order of Police. The Fraternal Order of Police have influenced the original evidence in the case. They influenced any witness testimony. And most important, they influenced what was released to the public through the news media about Mumia's case, but Mumia and Troy Davis. Mumia Abu-Jamal's case, as it has gone through the criminal justice system, have had some very shady characters as judges. Mumia Abu-Jamal, when he went to the Last Circuit Court, what's that? That is not the 11th Circuit. His circuit, his circuit is the 6th Circuit. He had one judge who, of a 3-judge panel, he had one judge who was appointed by Clinton and 2 judges that were appointed by Reagan. And he lost. And he lost. So it is not, the Mumia Abu-Jamal's case is it's a statement of political harassment. It's a statement of political, what word am I looking for? Kangarooism. I mean, there's such a word. You know, someone said Jim Crow. Where we are today with the Mumia case, Mumia yesterday received a decision that he is entitled to a new hearing on his trial. On his sentence. I would caution everyone, he's to receive a new hearing. Mumia, I caution everyone because when Mumia originally, when the decision originally came out to re-sentence Mumia, everybody thought, wow, the case is over with, and everything died down about the Mumia case. So there are political tactics involved in this also. So I urge everyone here to be as vigilant as if Mumia were being executed tomorrow. Until Mumia Abu-Jamal is free, until Mumia Abu-Jamal is sitting in this audience and making the contributions, he's a brilliant person. Believe me, he's a brilliant activist. He's a brilliant, I mean, until that point, we need to stay as vigilant and as active as we ever were. The Mumia Abu-Jamal case and the Troy Davis cases are the pinnacle of injustice in this country. They represent, as Martina pointed out, they represent people who hate. They represent people who want vengeance. And that is not what our criminal justice system is supposed to be about. I would just like to read something in that I wrote on Facebook. I had so many of these places I'm writing. I wrote, this is an open letter to the President Obama administration. I wrote, a fundamental part of Barack Obama's election to the presidency of the United States of America is the fact that he is an African American. Those of us who voted for him possess the unspoken demand that he promote a domestic agenda which addresses the critical needs of African Americans, other minorities, and the poor. This hope can find no greater expression than in the relationship between minorities, overall law enforcement, and the criminal justice system. Cases like Mumia Abu-Jamal and Troy Davis are crying out for interventions that can lead to genuine impartiality